What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing the weekly reading for the week of June 6th through June 12th. A lot of things going on here. I hope you had a great week last week, full of shadow work. I don't know. It's just crazy out there. Anyway, today we're going to be doing the weekly reading. I got some new stuff in. These cards don't want to cooperate. Anyway, first let me show you my crystal. I've been working with these smoky amethyst scepters from the Jos Plateau in Nigeria, and let me tell you guys, this is some of the most amazing celestials I've ever seen. Okay, I mean there's more than one. I mean there's a bunch of them. Some of them are more smoky, some of them more amethyst. I got a whole shipment thing going on here. They're amazing. They're old energies. The consciousness inhabiting these crystals are old and wise beyond anything I've ever seen before. So I've just been loving meditating with these. I can't say enough about this stuff. It's just amazing. I do have a bunch of it. I can only work with so many. So if you are interested in them, hit me up in some way or another. And Instagram's probably best. And I can show you what I got. I don't want to sell all of them though. I mean, these are so cool. Anyway, I've been thinking about the singing bowls, and I think the best thing to do, because some people really enjoy them, some people just skip through them. I think the best thing and the most logical thing, right? How did I not think about this? Is to do them at the end of the video. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do singing bowls at the end from now on. It just makes more sense. It'll be like a wind down from the reading. So. I got a new deck, guys. This deck is incredible. I got several new decks, actually. This is the Groovy Tarot, and it is so much fun. You're about to see. It's imported from England. So I'm looking for, or maybe it's Ireland. I forget which. I think it's Ireland. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing. Let's get into the reading. All right, so the first card we're going to look at is this one, and it represents the overall energy of this upcoming week. What we can expect, what we can look forward to, what's going down. You see what I'm saying? It's groovy. It's a 70s themed psychedelic deck. All right, give me a moment with this card. Okay, the energy I'm getting here is that this week is going to be about shedding those negative energies that just aren't serving us anymore. And I think these past few weeks, we've been realizing what those negative energies are. We've been seeing them, perhaps for the first time. And, seeing them and removing them are totally different things. Okay, you can see your shadows, you can see the dark parts of yourself, but it's a whole other thing to start healing from them. And I think what this card is saying is that we're transitioning from the space of realizing what our shadows are towards doing something about it. And I think this is kind of a transition week, right? Time to start thinking about what we can do to release those shadows, release those denser, heavier energies that no longer serve us. So you can see this as a negative thing, right? When you look at the Nine of Swords, you see kind of like a person who is in pain, but it doesn't have to be that way, right? The shadows can be painful, but they don't have to be. It's your approach to them that dictates what they are, right? If you're gonna see your shadow as something that's just negative and horrible and painful and just part of you forever, then that's what it's gonna be. I mean, that's what it is. You're creating your reality. But if you are more willing to see your shadows as opportunities to grow, that's what they'll be, right? It's all up to you. I think that's an important message here. So let's look at this card, which represents the what to hold on to this upcoming week, what to focus on, what you can make a priority. And we've got the King of Swords. More swords cards, huh? Give me a moment with this one. Ah, yes. Step into your power. No more little me mentality, right? I think this week is going to be very important for us to realize how powerful we truly are. How much control we have over the reality that we create. How much our thoughts and our ideas influence the reality that we make, the reality that we see before us. So when we are faced with shadow work or we're faced with shadows, it can be very easy to slip into this mentality that you're powerless, right? You're flawed, right? You don't have any control, right? It can be very easy to do that. And what this King of Swords is saying is, no, you have to realize that you're creating all of this. Your reaction to things dictates what those things are going to be in your reality. So this week, I think it's very important to embody the King of Swords energy. That means realizing your power, realizing how much control you actually have over everything. Not just yourself, not just your life, but over everything. We're making our realities in the present moment. And I think that's what the King of Swords is here to say. So, don't get discouraged by the shadows, guys. And become empowered by them. I think that's an overall message so far. So let's look at this card, which represents what to let go of, what not to do, what to avoid. And we've got the Ten of Cups. What a wonderful Ten of Cups. All right, give me a moment with this card. To me, this card represents avoidance, right? If you look at this family, right, or at least the mom and dad, their focus is on only the happy things, only the nice things, right? They got their house and their kids and all these rainbows, right? And they're happy, they're joyful, but they have their back to reality, okay? They're choosing not to see the negative because it's painful, right? But what this leads to is an avoidance of shadow work that needs to be done, and those shadows accumulate in the darkness, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger until they explode. Okay, so it may look like this family's got it all figured out, right? But what they're not understanding is that when you avoid this shadow, it gets worse and worse and worse. So I think what this card is saying is, don't run away. Don't choose just to see the butterflies and the unicorn turds. You got to see the reality of the situation here. We can't run from our shadows. The celestial activities right now are bringing those up hardcore, big time. So it's very important that we not avoid our shadows this week. Make sense? Looks like shadow work, guys. That's all I can say. And that's probably not the news you wanted to hear. I mean, we've had several weeks of just kind of icky energy, but it's for our own good. It's a metamorphosis, right? This is the cocoon phase where we go in as caterpillar, and at the end of this, we'll all fly out as butterflies. But it's going to be a little bit of a dark road. But you know what? How did I get a dark energy from these cards? How did that even happen? Like the most vibrant, happy cards ever existed. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it. What we're going to do now is take a look at another new deck. This is the Star Dragons Oracle. And we're just going to ask it an overall message for this week. What overall message do the dragons have for us this week? Perhaps we can zoom out a wee bit. Get my crystals going. It's a lot zoomed out. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at the overall message for this week. And we've got effort, conquering your demons. Well, if that doesn't just tie it all together, I don't know what does. Right? Effort, conquering your demons. Let me go into this card just to make sure I got the message. The phrase, nothing happens if nothing happens, popped up, right? In order to conquer your demons, you're going to have to be brave, right? You're going to have to know your power. Look at this guy. He's mounted a dragon, okay? This guy doesn't have any fear, right? And the dragon respects that. So I think what this means is, you know, shadows are going to come up for a lot of us. This is a general reading, but shadows are going to come up for a lot of us. And we have the option of running and hiding, or facing our fears and standing up and looking our demons in the eye. So the choice is yours. You know, you don't have to. Let me tell you, one path is easy, one path is not so easy. So you make your own decisions. But I think if I were to give advice, right? I'm not the advice giving kind, but if I were, I would say that, you know, let the shadows come up this week. Tackle them one at a time. Don't be afraid of them. Don't run and hide from them, because the reward of conquering your demons is that you get to ride a dragon. And that's literal and metaphorical. All right, so that's going to be the reading. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I love your comments. I say this every week, but I don't always respond to the comments, but I read every single one. You know, So I really do appreciate your comments, guys. And I want you to have a great week. What I'm going to do now is transition to the singing bowls and just do a little singing bowl action, and then that'll be it. So have a great week. Love and light to you all. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.